Welcome back, everybody, for another great broadcast here on the Dega Boys Network. Tonight, we're at Richmond with the Backmarkers crew. We're going to be doing 200 laps here with the Xfinity cars. A fixed setup, great league here tonight with the Backmarkers crew. But first and foremost, I got Jay in the booth. Jay, how you doing?
Oh, man, I'm excited to get back. We got 3 races left this season. The Backmarkers been a fantastic season. We're back from Talladega. I think I got my voice back just enough tonight to get this job done here. I'm excited. It's going to be great. We got a championship battle still in brewing here between Tyler Barnett as well as Michael Boyles. We'll see how this race goes with those boys here tonight. But I'm excited. Richmond should be fun.
Yes, absolutely. A lot going on behind the scenes as well with the points. And we'll continue to monitor that post-race on our community page. You guys can go check out the point standings right now on our community page. Get yourself warmed up for the race tonight. So far, we got a minute and just about 35 seconds left in this practice session. We're going to take this opportunity to go ahead and go into some race info for you guys. Let's talk about what we're going to be experiencing tonight here with the Backmarkers guys. This is the Virginia 200, race 11 of 13 here at Richmond Raceway. A track length of 0.72 miles, track temp of 74 degrees Fahrenheit, and an altitude of 195 feet. We got an ambient temperature right now of 71 degrees, 63% humidity, partly cloudy skies, and a 5-mile-an-hour wind. Again, this is the top fixed setup Xfinity series. Got 14 degrees of banking in the turns, 8 degrees of banking on the front straight, 1,290-foot front stretch, 860-foot backstretch, pace car speed of 50 miles an hour, pit road speed of 40 miles an hour, and everyone here tonight gets one quick repair. If you junk your ride early in this race, go ahead, roll out the backup, boys. You can stay in this race and go for the checkered flag. So now we're looking at just about 23 seconds left in practice. Jackson Samsel up on top of the board right now in that number 57. Tyler Barnett in P2. Championship contender right there. Michael Boyles in P4. Kevin Baumler P3. Skipping a little bit there, but Michael Boyles, your other championship contender here, coming down into turn 1 in practice. A fantastic run this year, Jay. Look, we're going to be seeing a great battle between Michael Boyles and Tyler Barnett all the way to the end to North Wilkesboro.
Yes, great championship battle so far. I'm excited to see. Maybe Michael Boyles can figure something out here tonight, gain some more points back on Barnett. Barnett may be a little conservative here going into qualifying now. This track position here early could be crucial to finding yourself in victory lane at the end of this night.
Absolutely. Well, if you look here, ladies and gentlemen, a sight for sore eyes. This is Bryce Saucier. He used to race a lot with us in the Nexus Sim Racing crew. He is now here with the Backmarkers guys. He's ready to take to the track here at Richmond, starting his qualifying run now, going into turn 3 and turn 4. Let's stay on board with Bryce here. Let's see if he can carry on that momentum, that speed that he had at Nexus now here with the Backmarkers guys.
A little bit of nostalgia seeing spicy Bryce Saucier off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. His debut here in the Backmarkers League. He's going to take it down to the bottom here in 3 and 4. He's going to start his first time lap here at Richmond Raceway off of turn 4, headed for the start-finish line.
Coming down into turn 1 now, Bryce does put a time up on the board of a 21.788 through turns 1 and 2. Now, using a little bit of a low lane, he gets a little sideways off of turn 2. He saves it, but coming down into turn 3, he's going to try to make this his money lap as he goes a little bit wide from the bottom there. He's going to arc it just a little bit more off of turn 4. Across the line he goes. Let's see if he improves. He does not. That 21.788 is still currently at top of the board. Daryl Mays, James Zengi, and Charles Broderick all to the track and putting down a time. Right now, though, Tyler Barnett coming through turns 3 and 4 to complete his first lap.
Your points leader, Tyler Barnett, is going to cross the start-finish line. Let's see what he does with a 22.467 on lap 1. Currently sitting in that P4 position. Gets a little tight here in 1 and 2. Washes up the track. Let's see if he can carry this momentum down the back straightaway. He's got a lot to improve here if he's going to set this pole time here in qualifying as he takes it down to the bottom here in turns 3 and 4.
Off of turn 4, he's going to look towards the start-finish line as he crosses it. Does he improve? He does, to a 21.722 for Tyler Barnett. That puts him P2. Michael Boyles now, he's coming into turn 3 to complete his second lap. He's going to try to get back up there and hang with Tyler Barnett as he crosses the line. Let's see what Michael Boyles can do here. And he does improve to a P2, a 21.695 for Michael.
What a great lap time there by Michael Boyles. You got to be wondering how much was left on the table there by Barnett, making that mistake in 1 and 2. Still puts down a flyer of a lap with a 21.722. Michael Boyles does improve. So your championship contenders, certainly P2, P3 here in qualifying, as we got multiple guys remaining to go, as only 8 have taken time.
Absolutely. Only 8 have taken time so far. Got a couple of other cars staged, ready to go. Here we go. Peter Stewart in the number 91. What a great run he had at Kansas before he went to Talladega. But Peter looking to come out here at Richmond and make something happen here. He had such a great run. Let's continue that momentum here tonight at Richmond.
Yeah, what a fantastic drive he had there at Kansas. Comes home with a podium finish, held off a hard-charging Michael Boyles late, and he pulled that Carl Edwards move. How impressive that was, as here he is, taking it to the bottom. Cinnamon Toast Crunch on the car. Let's see how spicy he is here down the back straightaway, headed for turn 3 now.
Coming down into turn 3 to try and complete his first lap nice and clean and fast as he comes off of turn 4. He's going to search for that start-finish line. He does cross it. Let's see what Peter Stewart can do here as he goes P8 with a 22.164 as he goes through turns 1 and 2 now, going down the back straightaway, looking to complete his second lap.
Here he is. He's going to send it down here into turn 3, down to the bottom. Get a little bit of a diamond action here through 3 and 4. He's going to carry the speed off of turn 4 and across the line. Let's see if he can improve on his qualifying time. And waiting for timing and scoring. Looks like he does not improve. He's going to stay in that P8 position.
Peter Stewart currently P9 on the board. Troy Nissen with an absolute flyer there, 21.874 himself, puts him up to that P5 position. What a great run for him so far. We have just about 4 cars, not taking a time so far. Bryce Battle is one of those cars. He did not get a good lap time in. He has 2 completed laps, but unfortunately tagging a little bit of the wall there, not getting a clean lap in, not being able to put in a clean lap time there for qualifying. But we've got the 88 of Kevin Baumler now on track, looking to start his qualifying run through 3 and 4 now.
Kevin Baumler, been a threat all season long, still searching for that first victory this season. Season's winding down. He's going to start his first lap here. He's going to take it up to the second lane here through 1 and 2. Diamond off the corner, get right down to the yellow line, and carry the speed down the back straightaway. As he heads for turn 3 now, we're going to see what he can do with this qualifying run as he takes it up against a wall. Different strategy here off of turn 4.
Maybe trying to gain a little bit of momentum there through 3 and 4 to carry himself down into turn 1. Let's see what he does here. He's going to try to stick it low as, yes, absolutely sticking it low there towards the exit of the corner. You could already tell the amount of speed that 88 has off of corner 2, but now coming down into turn 3. Kevin Baumler currently P9 with a 22.051. He crosses the line. Let's see what he can do. A P2 for the 88 machine, a 21.642. What a great run for him.
Yeah, just 9 1,000ths of a second off your pole time. What a fantastic lap there by Baumler. Maybe that outside line, like you said, Tom, carrying that momentum, gave him a good run here for that second lap. Puts it up to the P2. Could tonight be the night for Kevin Baumler to finally find victory lane here in the Backmarkers Xfinity Series Season 1.
Absolutely. We're looking at just about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left in this qualifying run. We got a couple guys still out looking to take a time right now. Jared Hughes, another newcomer to this league. Corey Harville, who got that win earlier in the year at, I forget the track name.
Willow Springs.
Willow Springs. Thank you. Thank you for that. And then we got Brendan Maddox. He, newcomer as well, has not hit the track either. And so we've got a couple of cars we're just waiting on here to see if we can advance this session. But, Jay, I think this may be a good gateway to start talking about what to expect in this race. Drivers to look out for, and after 200 hard laps here at Richmond, what may the points battle look like?
Yes, this is going to be. That's a great way to lead that question off there, Tom. I like the way you set that up for me. That was like a home run hit right there. So yes, what we're gonna expect here in this race, we're gonna see a little bit of strategy, 200 laps, maybe 2-stop. It could be a potential for a 3-stop. It just depends on how far these guys want to go. Maybe do a little bit of undercutting strategies here, especially if you're losing time on the long runs. Tire could be an issue here. We might see a lot of tire wear, especially as these runs go. There's multiple lanes to be used here at Richmond. You can really use that outside line. You can just pin it right down to the bottom, and you're going to see a lot of diming in the corner. It's a unique part of this racetrack with the amount of banking there is. You can get a little bit of high entry there, arc it down to the middle, and then kind of drive it off the bottom of this racetrack. So we're going to see a little bit of strategy there, judging the track, maybe some different pit strategies as well. And the guy I'm looking at the most, really impressive run there at North Wilkesboro, didn't get the job done. He is currently second in points. He has been a threat all season long. I think he cuts into this points lead. Michael Boyles is the man to watch here tonight. I think he gets the job done. Goes to victory lane once again here this season.
Absolutely, that's a great choice there. Michael Boyles, really strong on the short court or short tracks this year. So absolutely one that needs that little bit of I don't know, motivation for this race to help continue on with his points battle with only 3 races left in this season, including tonight. Michael Boyles is a phenomenal driver. So is Tyler Barnett. Both these guys going at it for the championship here tonight. I'm going to be looking elsewhere, though, for tonight. I'm going to be looking at that number 4 car of Bryce Saucier. We've seen what he could do in the NSR races. Very, very fast there. Maybe not the qualifying performance that he wanted for the race, but I can promise you that 4 is going to mix it up here tonight with that Toyota Red Bull machine. What are we going to expect? We're going to be expecting maybe a little bit of desperation early in this race. Track position means a lot here at Richmond, especially when you have a points battle going on. I think that, you know, we're going to be seeing some great side-by-side action. Maybe seeing a little bit of spread out happening after the first couple laps there. It's going to be good, though. It's going to be great, great racing as we continue on here. We're looking at just about 5 seconds left in qualifying. And there you have it. Daryl Mays on pole tonight in the 21 machine. Kevin Baumler, Michael Boyles rounding out your top 3 for tonight. Now, we're going to be watching these guys take to the track. Let's pull up our grid for the start tonight. On pole here for the Virginia 200, that is Daryl Mays of the 21. And on the outside of him, that's Kevin Baumler in the 88 starting P2.
Row 2 consists of your championship contenders. Starting P3 in the 05, it's Mr. Screenshot himself, Michael Boyles, with Tyler Barnett in the 13, starting P4.
Bryce Saucier in the number 4, starting P5, with Troy Nissen on the outside of him in that P6 position in the number 19.
Starting in that P7 position in the number 10, that's James Zengi with Jackson Samsel in the 57, starting P8.
Nicholas Moffitt in the 33, starting P9 tonight, with Peter Stewart on the outside of him in the 91, starting P10.
Starting P11 in the number 16 machine, that's Charles Broderick with your winner at Willow Springs, Corey Harville in the 92, rounding out your top 12 starters here tonight in the Virginia 200 here at Richmond.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are letting these guys grid up. They're going to have just about 45 seconds left here to get this grid started and going. Daryl Mays, the pole sitter for tonight, the last one to take to the track. As we may be seeing a little bit of crossover of leagues here. We may be seeing a little bit of Javon Thompson here tonight with the Backmarkers guys as Daryl Mays now takes to the track. And we are complete for our gridding. We're going to be watching these guys roll off here and get this thing Green Flag Racing. Jay, before we go any further, it is time. 200 laps here at Richmond. Any last thoughts before we take the green flag?
The best iRacers in the business here in the Backmarkers Xfinity Fixed Setup Racing League. It's been a fantastic season. Championship battle winding down with 3 races remaining. We're going to duke it out here in this great 3/4 mile Coliseum here at Richmond. We're going to decide who can take advantage of the points. Who's going to get a victory? Do we see a new winner tonight? It's going to be fantastic. Get ready, folks. This is going to be another amazing race.
Absolutely, as now we're coming down into turn 3. We got NPC Boomer in the chat giving some motivation to James Zangy, who is starting P7 tonight, as we're going to watch the pace car go one more time around. We'll put our camera on James Zangy as he is in that P7 position. A great run James Zangy has had so far. Some very, very memorable highlights from James Zangy and Willow Springs. I think that was one of the best callings to the checker flag, or most enjoyable callings that we've had to the checker flags before in all of our broadcasting days. If you haven't seen that, I highly suggest going back to that because that was very fun. But James Zangy ready to take on 200 laps here at Richmond. As we now go down into turn 3, lights are off on the pace car. We are going to go green flag racing this time by. Through 3 and 4, the 21 goes. Daryl Mays ready to take to the track 200 laps as the green flag flies here at Richmond. He gets a great jump in front of Kevin Baumler now as Kevin Baumler and Michael Boyles go side by side down into turn 1. Tyler Barnett is there. He wants some of this action as Michael Boyles is in front of your points leader now going down into turn 3.
Yeah, as Michael Boyle's still working this inside here underneath, but Kevin Baumler. Now here comes Barnett on the outside. We're going to be side by side. Oh, Barnett's on the wall. Championship contenders making contact, and the yellow is out.
Yellow is out back here for the 16 of Charles Broderick. This is coming off of turn 4 here. As you can see, he made a little bit of contact with that outside wall. Let's go back and see what happened to the 16. As we watch him go through turns 3 and 4. He got real loose there. Oh, Peter grabbing a little bit of wall there. Wow, what a save by the 16. What a save.
Lord, that was impressive. Holy cow, he just barely kissed the outside wall there with the nose. Unbelievable. He's going to continue on. He won't even need a fast repair for that one.
Well, let's go back and look at the 13 as well of him coming off of turn 4 with his little side-by-side battle he was having with Michael Boyles. Because we saw that 13 grab just a little bit of wall here. Getting real sideways there. As you see, he's trying to catch it, but still drills that outside wall. There's some good damage to that right side of that 13.
Yeah, it looks like the tire might be towed out just a little bit there. That could just be the damage on the front of the nose. Yeah, that was just the damage on the front of the nose. Super unfortunate. Not what the 13 of Barnett needs here with a pretty comfortable points lead. I mean, not super comfortable, but comfortable enough still maintaining this points lead. Get a little bit of damage early. Could affect the outcome of this race for him or change the strategy here, as we have no takers down pit lane this time. As looks like Daryl Mays is racing the pace car here, Tom. We got some action already.
All right. Action on the track here under caution. It brings up a good point here about action on and off the track. In fact, I want to bring up a little bit of our Talladega shenanigans that we had. Jay, how many times did we see almost see a caution off the track? I mean, it had to be at least 5 times.
Yeah, we had to put some of those into instant replay. Take a replay booth.
Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, there was almost big contact with fifth wheelers and golf carts. Other guys flying through the infield there. It was actually a sight to see. That's something you don't see a lot on the infield. Anyways, all right, so back up front here, we're going to be going double file here for the restart. Lights are still on the pace car. I expect that to change afterwards. It does. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go green flag racing this time by.
Yes, we're going to see what these boys can do here on a second restart. Looks like everybody just about in the same position they started there, as we had only completed one lap there under green. We're on lap 5. We're going to start lap 6 when we get the green flag here. Let's see if that outside line with Baumler gets a better start on this next restart, since Mays just took off like a rocket ship on that first one. We'll see how this restart works out for these boys this time by.
Absolutely. A lot on the line here early in the race. Getting that clean air, staying out front, getting what you want, what you need, as you try to continue to lead this race. Daryl Mays now coming into the restart zone. The green flag is out in the air. He gets a great jump once again. Kevin Baumler, Michael Boyles going side by side now. Down into turn 1. The 05 squeezing the 88 just a little bit here coming through turns 1. But coming off at turn 2, Michael Boyles with the advantage now coming down into turn 3.
Yeah, we're still door-to-door, wheel-to-wheel down here into turn 3. Baumler with a massive drive there on the outside. He's going to clear Michael Boyles here across the line. And we got another yellow as we cross the start-finish line here on lap 7. We'll have to go back and see where this yellow developed at here, maybe towards the back. It's James Zangi. Oh, no.
Just going to comment there on that drive by Kevin Baumler through 3 and 4. And then we had a little bit of mishaps going on down here. Let's see what happened to the 10 car as he's going down into turn 3. Oh, maybe got into the rear bumper of the 33 just a little bit. Spins out, and Nicholas Moffitt up into the wall. The 10 spins around. Who was that back there? Almost making contact with the 10, it looked like. The 97 of Jared Hughes. I want to know how close that was right there. Woo-wee! Lord have mercy. You know what?
It'd be like Mike Joy. You couldn't even fit the Sunday newspaper between those cars. Oh, man.
I want to go on board with the Dega Boys cam. I want to see what happened here. As you can see Hughes coming through the wreck now. He sees the 10 coming back down, and he just steers to the right. Wow. Wonder if
man.
He didn't even make contact with the wall. Look at that.
That's impressive. That's impressive. Holy cow. We've got some great moves here early in this race. A little bit of drama up towards the front. A little bit of saving action in the back. I mean, unbelievable start to this race. We'll see what these boys are going to do this time by maybe a little bit of fuel strategy. So we're up to lap 8 now. Do we see any takers? We see Moffitt coming to assess some of that damage. He's got a little bit on that left rear. Let's see if he does not take a quick repair.
Nobody else venturing down pit road now, as the rest of the field continues to stay out on track. We've got, we're on lap 9 now. We've got 2 cautions so far, 200 laps set up for tonight. As now you can see the pace car coming down the back straightaway with the lights still on. As we cross the start-finish line on the front straightaway, we should see those lights go away. Daryl Mays having the time of his life up front, racing the pace car there. I'd probably do the same thing.
Yeah, he wants one of those, what do they call them, the Delaware or Dover restarts, or whatever, the Outlaw restarts, or you start on your own row in the front. I think that's what he's hoping for here. Maybe he can coax the pace car into letting that happen, as he is leading the field, leading the whole field here tonight, including the pace cars. We do have lights off now, Tom, as we go down here into turn 1. And you know what that means.
Green flag racing. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take this race with a green flag one more time here and see if we can get a little bit more laps in before the yellow flag comes out. Maybe see if we can get a little bit of strategy into this race. As you can now see the pace car coming into turn 3. Coming off of turn 4, you're going to see that pace car come off of the racing surface, give control to the 21 once again. As you can see that now happening, the 21 inches closer to the restart zone, and the green flag is out in the air. Michael Boyles with a great restart there, already way in front of the 88. Looks like the 88 got caught slipping there, going down into turn 1 now. The 05 clears him. Here comes Tyler Barnett on the inside of the 88 now, off of turn 2. The 57 grabbing a little bit of wall there, but coming down into turn 3. Baumler back into P3.
Yeah, as we got a little bit of action, it looks like the 13 of Barnett was not able to make that move on Baumler. Oh, Baumler giving the bumper business there to the 05 as here comes Bryce Saucier. He's trying to go to the inside of Samsel. So much action here in the front of the field as Baumler's going to send it in here on the bottom. Can Michael Boyles get the run here off of turn 2?
Coming down the back straightaway now and down into turn 3. The 05 legged him there on the outside lane in through turns 3 and 4. He's going to try to clear the 88 off of turn 4. He does it only by a split hair, but coming down into turn 1 now, he's going to try to increase that gap between himself and the 88.
Yes, we're still side by side, wheel to wheel here off of turn 2. Michael Boyles now on the outside. Baumler still trying to find some pace down here on the bottom as you see Barnett trying to find a way around. Look at Baumler with a big move here into turn 3. Looking to clear the 05 down the front straightaway. Here comes Michael Boyles back on the outside to keep the fight alive here in P2.
Oh, Bryce Saucier sending it in on Tyler Barnett now coming through turns 1 and 2. They're going to go side by side as Baumler now makes himself up into P2. Michael Boyles now back down to P3. Bryce Saucier with this battling he is having with the 13 is nothing short of awesome here as we go down into turn 1 now. The 4 car sideways as he enters the corner. Oh, the crossover move now through turns 1 and 2. The 13 takes control of that position.
Yeah, what a brave move that was in 1 and 2 there for the 4 of Saucier. As now it looks like the 13 of Barnett's going to get by and clear him. As we still got some battles here. Here's Zamso getting under attack here by Harville as we're on a single file line now. Sorting out these positions, still digging. Multiple lines being used. You see Saucier go to the top. Samsel to the bottom. Maybe a little bumper business there in the middle of 1 and 2 as we head down the back again.
Coming down the back straightaway, the 4 car still looking hungry to get around that 13 through turns 3 and 4 now. Baumler using that outside lane through 3 and 4 as now Michael Boyles seems to be stacking up back here with the 13 right behind him. Coming down into turn 1 now. It looks like that 4 car, Bryce Saucier, he is getting impatient here behind the 13 as they come off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway into turn 3. Let's see if anything can be made of this.
Yes, it looks like the 05 still being a little defensive here. He knows that that's his championship rival right in his rearview mirror. He wants to hold this track position. But the 4 of Bryce Saucier really giving the business back to the 13. A lot of aggression here early as we're still trying to fight some speed. Here comes Harville to the inside of Samsel off of turn 2. We're going to drag race down the back straightaway. Here comes Harville. He's going to make the move down here into turn 3.
What a great move going down into turn 3. That promotes Corey up to P6 now as it looks like Tyler Barnett is all over the rear bumper of the 05 going down into turn 1. Bryce Saucier looking to dive it in on the inside of the 13 once again here. The 4 car just way too loose as he dives it on in there, but coming down the back straightaway now, we got a battle here between Saucier and Harville going into turn 3 and through turns 4. We're still side by side and looking to be coming across the line.
Oh, as Bryce is wall riding here on the front stretch. It looks like the monster car is going to take advantage in the battle of the energy drinks as he takes the position. Bryce Saucier is going to move down to the P6 position as now you see the 13 of Barnett all over the rear bumper of the 13 or the 05 of Michael Boyles. We're side by side here off of turn 4. Your 2 championship contenders, door to door, wheel to wheel here across the start finish line on lap 21.
Coming down into turn 1 now, the 05 to the inside, the 13 on the outside. 13 is leading the points and the 05 is chasing off at turn 2 and down the back straightaway now. That damage on the right side of the 13 does not seem to be a hindrance at all as they're still side by side through 3 and 4 and looking to be across the start finish line. What a battle Barnett is now putting on against Boyles coming down into turn 1.
Oh, look how deep the 13 of Barnett drove it into turn 1. He's going to be able to hold the momentum. Here it is, still side by side. Maybe carry it here off of turn 2. He does. He clears Michael Boyles. Michael Boyles now back down to the P4 position. But right behind him, lurking, is that 92 of Harville. He's been moving through the field all race long, and now he's got his sights set on that P4 position that Michael Boyles holds. And he sends it in on the bottom. He's not going to be able to make it happen. He's going to stay in that P5 position here off of turn 2.
Off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway now, the 92 all over the rear bumper of the 05 as they come down into turn 3 now. The 92, of Corey Harville is doing a phenomenal job. Bryce Saucier still sideways through every corner, entrance, or exit as the 92 now dives it on deep on the 05. We're side by side now for P4 as Michael Boyles and Corey Harville continue to trade positions going into turn 3.
Yeah, we're still wheel to wheel, door to door here for the P4 position. This 92 of Harville is extremely fast. He's got a rocket ship here tonight at Richmond. He's to the inside of Michael Boyles. He's going to clear him before they even get to turn 1. Michael Boyles now to the outside. Look at Bryce Saucier still lurking right behind him, trying to carry the momentum here through turns 1 and 2. We got all kinds of passes being made. Action all over the racetrack as now Harville's up to that P4 position as Michael Boyles is losing positions here as Bryce Saucier is lurking back there behind him.
Saucier looking to make a move on the 05 now as they come down into turn 1. Bryce struggling with a loose race car as now we're getting into a little bit of lap traffic there. That's Broderick. He's got a lot of left front damage there, maybe a little bit more than what we saw last time by maybe a little bit more action on track that we did not get to as the 16 comes off of turn 4. The 05 has got to look away around the 16 as soon as he can. As he goes down into turn 1, he's going to dive it on deep here and try to make the pass. Off of turn 2 now, the 4 car still lurking behind the 05 as the 05 makes the pass on the 16.
Yeah, this has been some great racing so far as now we see the 05 of Boyles get by the 16. There goes the 4 of Saucier, also going to get by the 16. Clear him here off of turn 4 as these are your top 5, or this is 5th and 6th battling right here for these positions as Boyles goes real wide there on the entry of turn 1. Maybe lose a little bit of time to Bryce. You saw Bryce really digging there in the middle of turns 1 and 2 on the inside, trying to close that gap down as Michael Boyles maybe trying to find some more pace, maybe change his line a little bit as he's lost a few positions since the beginning of this race.
Off of turn 4 now, across start-finish line. Last time by for these two cars, the 05 was a 22:39. Bryce in the 4 car was a 22:38. So far, these guys have been trading lap times here as they go down into turn 3, and now the 4 car maybe losing a little bit of steam like the 05 did a couple laps ago, as Bryce now stuck behind the 05. This is your closest battle on track at the moment as they dive on down into turn 1. We're on lap 30 now of 200 here at Richmond, coming down the back straightaway on board with Bryce Saucier.
Yeah, this race is just absolutely flying by here on lap 30 as Bryce is really committed down to that yellow line right down there, bottom feeding here, trying to find the pace around this 05 as Boyles is kind of rotated up the track. He's going to get a real wide entry. Oh, Bryce sideways again on the entry of turns 1 and 2. He's going to maybe try to carry the momentum here off of turn 2, lose a little bit of time to Michael Boyles. He's much better here in 3 and 4 than the 05. That's where he gains all of his time the last few times by. Looks like he's not going to be able to gain that much time this time by as that gap is evened out here for 5th and 6th.
Now coming down into turn 1, Michael Boyles has done a great job to try and distance himself from that 4 car. We've got a little bit more happening on track here as they come down the back straightaway. Actually, this is heating up through turns 1 and 2. That 4 car, Bryce had a very good corners of 1 and 2 off of turn 4. Now looks like he has ever so slightly gotten to the rear bumper of the 05 coming down into turn 1. This may be it for Bryce. He needs another really good solid 1 and 2 off of turn 2. Now he's still relatively close to the rear bumper, closer than he has been in the past couple of laps, and coming down into turn 3. They both overshoot the entrance of turn 3 as they come off of turn 4 to cross start-finish line. Bryce still lurking in the background of the 05, trying to take over that position.
Oh, Bryce is sideways, full sideways. He saves it, but he's going to lose a ton of time here to Michael Boyles. That 4 car, Bryce Saucier really digging right now. It hurt him a little bit there in 1 and 2, losing lots of time here as now he's going to take it back to the top lane. Maybe try to build some momentum, change his line a little bit as he's been falling right in the tire tracks. And Michael Boyles in that 05, who has done a fantastic job maintaining that P5 position as now Bryce Saucier takes it to the bottom. Here comes Peter Stewart. He was on the podium last race there in Kansas. He's working his way through the field. Here he's all over the rear bumper, the 57 of Samsel. Down here into turn 3 now.
Through 3 and 4 now, the 57 got a little high there off of turn 4. The 91's going to be able to capitalize on that as he's already to the rear bumper of the 57 going down into turn 1. Peter Stewart trying to make something happen here off of turn 2 on lap 36. He's going to come down the back straightaway with a whole head of steam. Here he comes to the inside. He's going to dive it down. He's going to take that position away from the 57. What a run so far he has had off of turn 4 across the start-finish line. Peter Stewart barely holding on to that P7 position as they come down into turn 1.
Oh my goodness, what a move there by Peter Stewart, but then Samsel fighting back on the outside. He ain't gonna lay over. He's gonna continue side-by-side drag race down the back. Both of them gonna play a little cat and mouse into turn 3. It looks like Peter Stewart with the inside position is gonna take it. But here's Samsel trying maybe the crossover. He's looking to the inside down here into turn 1. Here comes Samsel. Can he make the move? He's trying to make the inside line work. As now Peter Stewart's up on the outside. Door banging here, maybe off of turn 2.
Coming down the back straightaway, now down into turn 3. It looks like Peter Stewart is going to take away that position up to P7 for himself, +3 since the start of this race. The 91 is going to continue to truck on here as he goes down into turn 1. He's got a decent gap, half a second between himself and Jackson Samsel now already, as that 91 has speed now. One of the fastest cars on track at the moment. But let's go back up to the front here, Jay. Daryl Mays still leading this race. He's got almost 2 seconds to second place. What a great job this 21 has done so far. And is currently the fastest car on track. Now coming down into turn 3.
Yeah, your Charlotte winner showing his muscle here early at Richmond as he's going to cross the line to get to the 1/5 mark of this race as he continues to lead and opening that gap. It's stabilized there about 1.6 to 1.8 seconds there with Baumler as he's still ripping the inside, making lap time as he's headed down the back straightaway. You can see Baumler lurking in the background. You see Barnett Harville back there as well as maybe getting into some lap traffic here in the next couple laps. Maybe change the strategy as you see Baumler like he does every race we see him in. He's always searching the track, trying to find the grip, always finding maybe a little bit more speed that the others can't, and he's doing it again here at Richmond as he's using multiple lines, especially here in 1 and 2.
Right, coming on back here, and now Bryce has caught back up to Michael Boyles as they come down into turn 3 now. That 4 car really fast, struggling with a little bit of oversteer on entry, apex, and exit of these corners. As that 4 car continues to be extremely fast, he has a little bit of an issue when he's trying to pass the cars in front of him. Off of turn 2 now and down the back straightaway. That gap just ever so slightly decreasing between the 4 and the 05 of Michael Boyles. Michael Boyles has got to be in the hot seat right now with seeing Tyler Barnett 2 places in front of him. And Tyler Barnett leading the points. Oh, we got a little bit of a wreck back here. There it is. The caution is out. Charles Broderick having a little bit of issues off of turn 2.
Oh, no. Looks like he's going to tow back to pit road. I'm not sure if he used that quick repair or not in that first incident. We'll have to see what happened here. Looks like entering turns 1 and 2. Little sideways, maybe? No, he's just using that outside line. We'll see as he exits turn 2. Oh, there it is. Gets real sideways, and he was just along for the ride as it was aimed for that inside wall. There goes the nose piece.
Possibly day over for the 16 here as he is on pit road now. He's going to have to take a little bit of time here to tow that machine back to pit road. So we'll go back and check on that 16 here in a minute, but we've got pit stops happening. Daryl Mays not coming down pit road. Look at that. He faked me out.
Yeah, he needs an Academy Award for that one. I thought he was definitely committed to pit road, but it looks like Samsel running in that P8 position. He's going to be the first taker. We got Troy Nissen back here in the 19, as well as Moffitt coming down here as well. And then here comes the newcomer to the league, the 97 of Hughes. He's going to come down pit road as well. So a lot of your back half of the field here, Tom, changing up the strategy, doing something a little different than your race leaders.
Yeah, absolutely. This is the call right here. This is something that is going to probably pay out for these guys at the end. Maybe with a little bit of clean track. We'll see. 57 taking 4 tires there. 33 and 19 all taking 4 tires as well as they come off of pit road. Troy Nissen going to be second off of pit road. Jared Hughes coming off third. Pit road. Nicholas Moffitt still on pit road, getting a little bit of that damage repair as the 33 now coming off of pit road. James Zangy now coming down pit road as well in the 10. Real quick to the chat. Bobby Dennis, give that man an Oscar for that performance. Sir, I wholeheartedly agree. Daryl Mays faked me out. That's pretty hard to do.
Golden Globes. I like that. That was awesome. Yeah, that was a great move there to fake everybody out. Unfortunately, nobody else has bought it but us.
Did you see that? James Zangy took a quick repair. Ooh. That was maybe a mistake there for the 10. Oh, no. That's a costly mistake.
Yeah, that may come back around to bite him later in this race. Let's hope not for his sake, as we still don't have any pit stops for our leaders. It looks like we're going to double them up. We'll see if the lights come out on the pace vehicle this time by. And they do not. We're going to go at least one more time around here under caution. As we're on lap 48, I'm surprised that we didn't see more of your leaders pit there, Tom, as we're closing in on another one of these fuel windows. Maybe there's a potential strategy of splitting it into twos, which would be around lap 67, 68, somewhere in that range, to split it in equal thirds. So maybe it just wasn't in their window yet. I do like the strategy, though, by the guys in the back. Maybe pit a little early and do something a little different, as they weren't really up in that top 5 battling for the lead. Maybe do something different to get that track position later in the race.
I was actually expecting a little bit of a drop-off of performance there for our lead pack. It didn't happen. I mean, they lost a couple tenths here and there, but man, they must have iRacing must have taken some notes from those next-gen cars and got some tires that are harder than the stones that Jesus walked on. And we're out here at Richmond going 300 laps on left side tires. Maybe. We'll see. Daryl Mays, though, willing to take that bet as he comes through turns 1 and 2. And really, where are we looking at here? Jackson Samsel all the way back here with fresh tires in the P10 position. He's got a lot of ground to make up with some fresh tires to try to get himself to the front.
Yeah, all we need is those bigger fuel cells, Tom, and we'll be Gucci for the rest of this race.
Call it Formula 1 and slap a Charles Leclerc sticker on it. So we come through turns 3 and 4. Daryl Mays looking to restart this race. The green flag is out in the air. And Daryl once again getting a great jump on that start. Going down into turn 1, though. The 13 to the inside of Kevin Baumler as these guys go side by side through turns 1 and 2. And coming down the back straightaway, Tyler Barnett takes that position going down into turn 3.
Oh, as Harville shut the door on Michael Boyles, he was looking to the inside into turn 3, and Harville said, no way, buddy, I'm holding this position. He's going to try and challenge Kevin Baumler now, as Baumler's going to go to the outside, Harville to the inside. Lots of action here at the front of the field here off of turn 2. Looks like everybody's going to hold suit as we go down the back.
Going down the back straightaway, we're single file for the top 6. We had a 3-wide situation back here. That's 17, 91, and 57 as these guys are looking to go 3-wide once again off of turn 4. No, they keep it straight. 2 wide as they come off of turn 4, across start finish line and down into turn 1. What a battle Jackson's putting on here.
Those fresh tires are playing dividends now, as he's already up to a P7 position. Already net 1 position from the pit stop, as now he's got his eyes set on Bryce Saucier there in that P6 position. And he's closing rapidly here off of turn 4. He's cutting down to a car length as he's looking maybe to the bottom down here in a turn 1. Here he goes, looking to the inside for P6.
Look at him go as he goes through turns 1 and 2. We got a battle up front here. Kevin Baumler, Corey Harville going at it as they go down into turn 3. Baumler losing a little bit of time to that 13 as we look back here now to Samsel. He's to the rear bumper of the 05, now coming down into turn 1. What is he going to do with this run? As he goes through turns 1 and 2, he's going to be all over the rear bumper off of turn 2 now. Are we going to see a drag race ensue here? Yes, we are. Down into turn 3, side by side for P5.
Here comes Samsel with a little bit of bumper business, but look at him. He's on another level, another planet right now with these fresh tires. He is just driving through the field like they're standing still. As now he's going to look to the inside of Harville now through turns 1 and 2. Look at the move. Soul Send, side-by-side action here off of turn 2, down the back straightaway. Does he take it to the inside of the 13 of Barnett now? Look at this 57 on absolute rails here. He's going to maybe clear the 13 off of turn 4.
Full send Samsel looking to make a name here tonight and get the dubs as he comes down into turn 1. The strategy working out for the 57. He gets a little loose off of turn 2. Here comes the 13 of Barnett. Now going to go side by side with the 57 going into turn 3. The 13 overshoots. Oh. We're 3 wide off of turn 4. Look at this. We're door banging. The 92 backs off. Still 3 wide going down into turn 1. The 92 backs off. And the 57 taking that P3 position is setting his sights on Baumler.
Full send Jackson Samsel. I love it as he is just digging through the field. As now it looks like our championship contenders are door to door again. Here comes Michael Boyles down the inside. He's going to try and clear Barnett, and he does off a turn 4. Michael Boyles up to the P5 position. The fight of the 05. He's always digging, never giving up as he gets by the 13 of Barnett. Now he's got his eyes set on the Harville, the 92 in front of him, as they're still all trying to find the pace that 57 has. As it looks like he's going to the inside of Baumler now off a turn 4.
Off a turn 4 now, side by side for P2. The 57, he's got the fresh tires. He's going to dive it on deep, and he gets that position. Jackson Samsel now setting the targets on the 21. Coming down the back straightaway now. Oh, Michael Boyles back there making a little bit of contact with the outside wall off of turn 2. He's still trying to knock down the door of the 92 off of turn 4. See if he can get another position as Tyler Barnett continues to struggle here in P6.
Yes, Barnett losing some positions here, but the 05 of Boyles using the outside line, going to carry the momentum here off of turn 2. Oh, Harville a little sideways. Maybe the opportunity for the 05 is he's going to drop right up to the bumper here in turn 3, trying to close this gap to Harville. He's working that inside line as you see the 92. Oh, he's in the wall. Harville's in the wall on the front straightaway. Here comes Boyles to the inside, side by side for P4. Michael Boyles, he says, I'm going for the championship, boys. Move aside, still drag racing down the back.
Coming down into turn 3 now, side by side for that P4 position. Harville not wanting to give it up. The 13 overshoots turn 3 once again here as he loses a lot of time to these guys in front of him. Side by side for P4 going down into turn 1. The 05 still hanging strong on the inside. He's looking to make a pass on the 92. The 92 gets sideways. Contact between these two guys as they're going down into turn 3. Michael Boyles holds on to that position, but the 92 is coming back off of turn 4.
Screenshot that, folks. Mr. Screenshot dead sideways down the back straightaway. Hangs on to that, baby. As now we got a battle for the lead. The fresh tires from full send. Jackson Samsel. He is just digging through the field. Now he's going to put his contention here to the number 21 of Mays, who has controlled the entire race so far as he's a little sideways off of turn 4. Here comes Samsel down to a car length now. Does he make a move into turn 1? He's going to take it to the top. Going to try and roll the momentum. Maybe a crossover move here off of turn 2. All kinds of bumper business off of 2.
Coming down the back straightaway, he's looking to the inside into turn 3. We're side by side for the lead of this race, and Jackson Samsel, he clears the 21 off of turn 4. He's going to come across the line and be the first car to lead a lap other than Daryl Mays here at Richmond. Down into turn 1, he's going to hold on to the lead off of turn 2, and down the back straightaway, he is not looking back. The 57 to the lead.
What a strategy call here by Samsel, as now he is your leader, but Mays is not going to let him get away. He's overdriving his car right now, trying to stay in touch here at the 57, as they are on different strategies. Look at Mays go to the outside with a big send move there into turn 1. He's going to get real tight. Maybe Samsel will be able to open up the gap here down the back straightaway. Unbelievable strategy call by the 57. Takes it to the lead, but Mays, he isn't rolling over. He's still fighting here with the 57 here off of turn 4, as we're going to complete lap 66.
Lap 66 complete and in the books. Jackson Samsel now up front. As we go back here, we had a little bit of an issue here with Troy Nissen getting up into the wall there, losing a lot of positions there. During that time, we were watching Jackson Samsel doing full send stuff, as Troy Nissen now registered back in P10. We got a little bit of a battle here with Bryce Battle and Jared Hughes. Jared Hughes to the inside of the 17 now as they come off of turn 4. We got a little bit more of a battle up here between Bryce Saucier and James Zangy. James Zangy looking to try and hold on to get around the 4 cars. The 4 cars still struggling with being extremely loose in that Red Boy Toyota Supra.
Yes, the 10 of Zangy is on the same strategy as your race leader, Samsel. He's trying to go through the field as well, but he's got a tough task in front of him, getting by the 4 of Saucier. He is always digging. He's always on 100% mode right now, as he is still holding on to that P7 position. Zangy trying to close the gap. It's down to less than a car length now down the back straightaway, but look at Bryce Saucier playing a little defensive into the center of turns 3 and 4 here. He's going to hold that position here off of turn 4, as Zangy does not stay in touch here down the front straightaway.
Coming down into turn one now. These guys have really squared themselves away. Michael Boyles maybe losing a little bit of time to Corey Harville now. Going down into turn three. Corey Harville doing a great job to stay up to the rear bumper of Michael Boyles. Tyler Barnett back here with that little bit of right side damage to that number 13 coming down into turn one. He is registered P6 at the moment. Michael Boyles really needs to make something happen with that 05 in order to gain a little bit more points on the 13, rounding out this season. As now we see a little bits of shakeup happening here, Jay. Daryl Mays, for the past couple of laps, has been just slightly faster than Jackson Samsel. Now off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway.
Yeah, there was definitely no tire saving there in the 57 camp as they were just flying through the field. But Mays has reeled him in. So is Baumler. Baumler's also right there in the tire tracks as well, closing this gap. Maybe Samsel playing a little bit of defensive right here. Maybe just managing the pace of this race, not trying to extend the lead too much. As Mays has just been committed right down against that yellow line all race long as he continues to stay right there in tow with the 57 of Samsel. As Samsel maybe losing a little bit of pace here off of turn 4 as it's down to about 2 car lengths here as we're going to complete lap 73.
On to lap 74 now. This battle has been pretty darn amazing right now what Full Send Samsel has been able to do here tonight with a little bit of strategy call. As we go back here, Bryce Saucier still having a great battle back here. James Zangy was able to get around him. Peter Stewart was able to get around him. Bryce still struggling with the handling of that 4 car coming through turns 3 and 4 now. So you can see him not really getting sideways off of turn 4. But let's watch this car as he goes down into turn 1. As he does keep that car straight. A great job for himself tonight, holding that car straight with that incredible oversteer struggling that he is having here at Richmond.
Yeah, this will be interesting because some of these, half the field hasn't pitted since the start of this race. You got to wonder how much fuel mileage these guys are getting here tonight around Richmond. As now Bryce Saucier's in the clutches here of Nissen as he's still sideways. Oh, we got a battle for the lead. Oh, bumper business. Oh,
he wrecked him. He wrecked him.
The wall. Big contact for your leader, Full Send Samsel. No.
Oh, and he blew a motor.
No, this is just absolutely falling apart for Samsel.
Oh, man. That is terrible, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back and see. We caught the tail end of that. Let's go ahead and just play it full speed and see what happened here. Ooh. A lot of bumper business going on there for the lead of the race. Dang!
Wow. The intensity of this race has risen, Tom. Holy cow, as now we're going to get a pit stop here for the rest of your field. Hasn't made one yet. Unbelievable change and turn of events here. That strategy by Samsel looked like he was on the golden ticket here tonight. Unfortunate there, the contact between him and Mays. As now we're going to see these guys head to pit road. This could be huge as you see Boyles maximizing on pit entry here. Let's see what these boys can do on the exit.
2 cars stays out so far. That's James Zangy and Bryce battle right now, though. We've got the race off of pit road. As we're going to see Brendan Maddox now beating all these guys. Troy Nissen coming out. Oh, not beating him. Daryl May's going to beat him, but Troy Nissen going to beat Baumler. And Boyles here as Harville comes off behind Boyles. Barnett back here as well. That buffer between Boyles and Barnett not increasing. That's good news for Barnett, but bad news for Boyles as he was looking for a little bit of an advantage coming off of pit road.
Yeah, that was the best I think he could have executed that on pit road. It just unfortunately he wasn't able to win the race off of pit road. But we have a little bit of strategy. We still have Zangy, Battle, Maddox. I don't believe that 8 has pitted yet tonight. He's still running in that P3 position. That's interesting.
He just pitted.
Oh, he just pitted. Okay. Okay, yeah. So that maybe a 2-tire call there from the 8.
Which might not be a bad call. These boys. Might not be a bad call. But Battle here, Battle hasn't pitted at all.
Yeah, this is interesting. We got all kinds of strategies up here at the front. You never know what to expect with these types of strategy races, especially here at Richmond, where it's pretty much wide open. And the fuel mileage these guys were getting so far through this race, I mean, this might be the ticket here, getting the track position here. Just like building blocks, man. You build upon it, you never know where you're going to be at the end of this race.
Absolutely, absolutely. James Zangi now leading this race out front here on that same pit strategy as Jackson Samsel, who found himself to the lead there early in that run. See what he can do out front here in that number 10 machine. Again, we got Bryce Battle behind him, Brendan Maddox behind him, Daryl Mays finally taking some fresh rubber here tonight at Richmond. Interesting strategy, though. Interesting strategy. Are we looking at a 80, 40, or 20? 40, sorry. Or are we just maybe... Do you think they can go 120 laps here?
I would imagine they'd have to make at least one more pit stop. I mean, that seems like a long stretch on fuel. But if we keep getting more cautions, maybe they could save enough. I still see one more pit stop. Maybe that would be your opportunity to shortcut if you're losing some position or time on the track. But maybe you just want to stretch it out, maybe catch the right caution at the right time. I mean, it's short track racing. You never know what's going to happen. So, but there it is. The lights are off on the pace vehicle, Tom. And you know what that means.
Green flag racing this time by. We're going to watch these guys go down into turn 3 and get ready for the restart of this race. Pace car off the racing surface. James Zangi in control. And the green flag is out in the air. A little bit of a stack up there behind him. The 17 got a little bit of squirrely there. The 21 looking to the outside now. He's not going to be able to make that happen. Going down into turn 1. We're 3 wide. The 21, he gets hit. We're still 3 wide through turns 1 and 2. Look at these guys go. They straighten it out. Coming down the back straightaway. The 21 is still loose. 3 wide into turn 3. Unbelievable.
We're still door banging, beating and banging here through turns 3 and 4, but here's Boyles. Oh, Mays is sideways. Oh, he's behind the 8 now. Can Michael Boyles use this as a pick as he goes to the inside? He sends it in on the bottom of Maddox. Here comes the 21 of Mays now to the inside of Maddox. Unbelievable. Look at Michael Boyles. He's going to go for the lead now underneath Zangi. This is everything he needs for the championship moment. This is what he wanted as he takes the lead here off of turn 4.
What an incredible drive so far by Boyles going down into turn 1. Daryl Mays doing everything he can to chase back down the 05. But look at this. Tyler Barnett in P3 after a little bit of wall contact with the 10 car who's dropping like a rock now. The 13 of Tyler Barnett all over the rear bumper of the 21 of Daryl Mays as they come across the line. The 21 looks like he's going to try to make a move on the 05.
Yes, these boys are all under a blanket right now. Look at this. We're nose to tail. Here for your top 3. Mays is sideways off of turn 2. Unbelievable as Barnett's giving him the bumper business. He's going to take it to the outside as you see the Mays and the 21 with all that speed. He's going to get sideways again off of turn 4. Where do these boys go? Here goes Mays to the inside of Michael Boyle. Is going to leave the inside open. Maybe a little bit of a drag race here off of turn 2.
Coming down the back straightaway, a classic drag race here as the 21 still looking to the inside. Going into turn 3 now. The 13 is going to follow the 05. The 21 still to the inside. Off of turn 4, the 05 makes up a little bit of ground there, but the 21 does lead that lap. Coming down into turn 1 now. We're still side by side for the lead. Michael Boyles, Daryl Mays going out of here off of turn 2, and the 21 clears the 05. Now the 05 coming under attack by the 13 going down into turn 3.
Yeah, Daryl Mays retakes the lead right where he started, but here comes the 13. Oh, he looked to the inside of the 05. He is going to get to the inside across the start-finish line. Down here into turn 1, we're going to be side by side again. Boyles, Barnett, these boys have raced each other so hard all season, and they're doing it once again here off of turn 2. Another little bit of a drag race as they're still side by side down here into turn 3. Michael Boyles finding some speed there on the outside, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough as the 13 of Barnett might be able to clear him. He's sideways off of 4. Here comes Michael Boyles back on the outside.
Down into turn 1, still side by side now. 13 to the inside. He's going to clear the 05. Here comes Baumler now. Baumler looking like he's going to try to take that position away from Michael Boyles coming down the back straightaway and into turn 3, but The 05 of Boyles not looking to back down from this competition with Tyler Barnett as they come across the start-finish line. The 05 still on the hunt to get around the 13. We saw this earlier in the race, Jay. The 05 was really strong for a couple laps there and then falls off. Are we seeing it again here at Richmond, coming down the back straightaway and down into turn 3?
Oh, he plays a little defensive down into turn 3. Didn't give Baumler that inside line like he wanted. And now Baumler's going to try and carry that momentum off of turn 4, close the gap back down to the 05. Now he's going to look to the inside. No, he goes to the outside, as Michael Boyles is going to stay to the outside as well. Maybe a little different lines and approach there into turn 1 and 2. Off of turn 2, Michael Boyles losing a little bit of time here to Baumler. Baumler's going to take it back to the outside. Finding some speed, finding some grip in this 88 as he's working this outside line over on the outside of turn 4. And now he's looking to the inside. We're going to go side by side down here into turn 1. Looks like Baumler's going to full send and clear the 05 through 1 and 2.
Coming through turns 1 and 2, now the 88 still ahead of the 05. 13's in the wall off of turn 2. Tyler Barnett, he is trying to track down the 21 as they come through 3 and 4. He's going to lose a little bit of time there. Michael Boyles now looking like he's dropping a lot here as he's losing a lot of time to the 88 down into turn 1 now. Michael Boyles still chasing that 88. Tyler Barnett chasing the 21 here as he tries to get to the lead of this race, get himself a comfortable position already with his comfortable points lead. Boyles needed a fantastic day here tonight. He's still got a little bit of time to try and figure it out to get that 05 to the front, but right now it does not look good for the 05, and boy does it look very good for the 13. Off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway now.
Yes, Barnett's continuing to run right there about a car length behind the 21. He's going to go to the outside, maybe try to find a little bit more pace as that 21 at Mays has been glued to that yellow line on the inside all race long. As I see that, he takes it to the outside, maybe diamond the corner a little bit, late apex, grab that inside line, carry the momentum off of turn 2. Oh, as the 13 of Barnett grabs a little bit more wall down the back straightaway. He's been digging all race long. It looks like Harville just got by Bryce Saucier to move himself into a P5 position. He's trying to get back up to the front of this field where those boys that he's racing with earlier. As you see the 4 of Saucier sideways again off of turn 4. He has just been sideways all race long, and he's still got pace in this 4.
What a great run he has had tonight as we got a little bit of battling happening here. James Zangy relenting that position to Peter Stewart. That was a P7 position. As these guys come off of turn 2, we got wall contact everywhere. Brandon Maddox grabbing some wall there off of turn 2. He's now coming under attack by Nicholas Moffitt. But if we go back to the front here, Daryl Mays now coming under attack by Tyler Barnett. This is the closest the 13 has gone all night to the 21 as they come off of turn 4 to complete lap 97. That 13 is only getting faster as the night goes on. That is something that you want to see here at Richmond. Try to get back to the front slowly and methodically, and it looks like Tyler Barnett is doing that.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of that redneck horsepower built into the right side of that car with all the wall contact he's made the last few laps.
We got a yellow flag.
We do got a yellow. Oh, it's Sangy and Maddox. We were just talking about him. Oh, man, the announcers jinx again.
Oh, boy. Let's go back and look at this yellow flag and see what happened here to Zangy. Oh, a lot of contact there between the 10 and the 8 going down into turn 1. Let's rewind that just a little bit here.
Another great save there by Hughes as well. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, maybe the 8 just misjudged the breaking point of the 10. Woo, yeah. That 97. What a great... Oh, Jay, we got big news here. Del May stays out. Tyler Barnett down pit road. Kevin Baumler, Michael Boyles. Wow. Everybody's coming down pit road except for Daryl Mays.
Wow. Looks like maybe he was going to fake him out again, but he's the one that got faked out this time. Unbelievable. They pulled one of those Uno reverse cards on him this time around. He's going to be the first guy out on the track with no tires. Oh, Michael Boyles overshoots his pit box here. As look at Barnett. Maybe a fuel only here by the 13. Oh, Michael Boyles is going to lose several positions here on pit road. Missing that, or overshooting the pit box is going to come back to bite just a little bit here.
Unfortunate for the 05. All right, let's look at the 2 cars that stayed out. Daryl Mays stays out once again. James Zangy staying out here. Tyler Barnett will be your first car. who went down the pits there. Kevin Balmer, Corey Harville, Michael Boyles, Bryce Saucier, Peter Stewart, Nicholas Moffitt, Troy Nissen, your top 10 at the moment. But moving up front here, man, what does Daryl Mays do? This is huge. This is huge. This is something that's going to be detrimental to the 21 here tonight at Richmond.
Yeah, that's interesting because I didn't see any tire stops that time, it was all fuel. But if these guys have been able to go the distance they were earlier on fuel, I mean, if we got enough cautions, these guys might be good on fuel. And Daryl Mays in a little bit of a disadvantage. It looks like maybe he's going to come down to pit road this time or maybe fake him out. I don't know. Maybe he's going to abandon this strategy. No, he's committed. He's committed now. He doesn't want to give this track position away. This is interesting. He's on at least 20 laps longer on fuel than everybody around him. This is going to be a game changer here for the 21 of Mays. We'll have to see how this plays out as this race progresses. We've just barely crossed the halfway point.
Yeah, absolutely. Lap 102 is the lap we are on right now. Just a little over halfway as we see this race progress. That 21 car extremely fast here tonight. James Zangy showing some bouts of speed as well, being up front. Tyler Barnett extremely fast in that 13. The 88, the 92, and the 05 extremely strong as well. Bryce seems to be pretty strong. He's got a little bit of an oversteer situation in that number 4 Toyota Supra as he comes through 3 and 4. But man, this is a toss-up here. The 21 extremely strong. I mean, the top 7 is extremely strong right now. It's a toss-up.
Yeah, it's an absolute toss-up. One thing to note as well, Sam still got one of his laps back. He is currently the only guy laps down. So if we get a couple more cautions, we'll get that mighty fast 57 back on the lead lap. We'll see how that plays out. But it looks like we're going to go back green flag racing with the 21 on the front row with the 10 of Zangy, as this is going to get wild as we got different strategies up here at the front of the field.
Yes, lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go green flag racing this time by ladies and gentle cars as we come down into turn 3. Daryl Mays looking to lead the pack. Once again, we're going to watch that pace car come off of the racing surface. Control to the 21 as he inches closer to the restart zone. And the green flag is out in the air. James Zangy does not go. Kevin Baumler, Michael Boyles, a huge disadvantage here as they go down into turn 1. Another 3-wide situation. The 88, the 10, they're getting into it. The 10's going to the back. 3-wide off of turn 2 once again. Michael Boyles, oh my goodness. A horrible start to the second half of this race.
Yeah, the aggression on that restart with Zangy didn't get going. It just stacked them all up, and they start door banging. As now Michael Boyle's back down to P6. And the last thing he needed to have happen was a bad restart there. As now your front got shook up a little bit there. As Barnett's now back in pursuit of the 21 of Mays. Harville now up to that P3 position. Saucier, closest he's been to the front all night long up here in the P4 position. As we're all single filed out for your top 6. Digging here on lap 106.
Going back to the front here, Daryl Mays coming under attack by the 13. 13 all over the rear bumper of the 21 as it comes down the back straightaway. Look what Tyler Barnett can do here going through turns 3 and 4. What a performance he has put on here tonight. And we've got another caution. Oh, big wreck here. Jared Hughes, James Zangy out here in the back. Through 3 and 4 at the moment. We're going to have to take a replay here and see what happened to these two guys as we just saw them sideways in 3 and 4. All right, let's see what happened here. Oh, man.
Oh.
Maybe it looks like the 10's just getting a little used up here tonight. The 97 peaked out at the beginning of that corner. The 17 grabbing a good amount of damage as well, but the 10 getting spun around there, going down into turn 3. And, well, folks, that is how the cookie crumbles with these two guys. Price Battle coming down pit road. 97 and Jared Hughes coming down pit road. As you can see, these guys. 97 missing a rear bumper cover. The 17 looking like he had a little bit of front end damage there. He's going to come down pit road, grab a quick repair there. And the 97, let's see what the 97 does. Nope, he's going to take damage repair, not the quick repair. As these 97 is just going to take a real quick pit stop there, come back out on the racetrack. Not much shook up front there from what we were watching. Daryl Mays, Tyler Barnett, Corey Harville, Bryce Saucier, and Kevin Baumler still in your top 5. Michael Boyle sitting on the outside looking in that P6 position. Jay, I think it'd be a disservice not to talk about that restart because that was detrimental to the 05.
Yeah, that was the last thing he wanted to see, was have a little bit of a stack up in front of him. Lost several positions. Let's see if he can maybe get the right line. It's hard to judge. That inside line's been getting great restarts, mostly led by Daryl Mays all night long. It looks like he's going to be back on the outside again on this restart. The last thing what he needed to do to maximize tonight was to try and win this race, get as many points as possible, and then also have his championship contender Barnett have a little bit of a rough night as well. That would close that gap in the points. But right now, as it runs, it's not playing out into his favor, as he's going to continue on here in the P6 position. But another note here, Samsel gets another lap back. He's only 1 lap down now in that 13th position. Let's see if he can get maybe one more caution, get back on the lead lap, and see if he has anything to say about this race victory. That car has been mighty fast, and the driver, Full Send Samsel, here tonight has been impressive and fun to watch.
Absolutely, he has. I'm going to be very excited to watch that 57 come back onto the lead lap. Try to get some or try to get a good performance, or salvage a good performance out of some bad luck that he had during the middle parts of this race. We are now about to complete lap 10. We should be seeing lights off on the pace car this time by as we cross the start-finish line. But what a race so far we have seen. We have seen lots of shakeups happening, to say the least. As these guys now come off of turn 4, across the line they go, and the lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go green flag racing this time by.
Yes, we're going to go back to green. This has been a fantastic race so far. Lots of different strategies, comers and goers all night long. It's just going to get even better as we're closing in towards the end of this race. We're well past halfway point now, and we're going to get Barnett on the outside with a chance at a restart here with the 21. This is the closest he's been to the front of this field all night long. Now he's going to be on the front row for the restart. We'll see what he can do. We got Bryce Saucier back there. We know old Spicy Bryce is going to do some fun action here. Harville close to the front of the field. It's going to get wild.
Absolutely, it is. We're going to see what this front row can do, what Daryl Mays can do in this restart, as they're already stacking up before the restart zone, as now the 21 takes off. He gets a great restart. Once again here, Tyler Barnett, Corey Harville going side by side now down into turn 1. Bryce Saucier looking to pounce at any opportunity he can. Coming off of turn 2, now the 88's going to look to the inside of the 4. Still side by side for P2 with Tyler Barnett and Corey Harville down into turn 3. Full set for Bryce.
Look at Bryce Saucier up on the outside trying to get to the right corner of the 13 of Barnett. He was not able to do it. But here he is in a P3 position now. Unbelievable. Is Harville losing some position since the restart? Here comes Michael Boyles now. He's trying to get these spots back here through this restart. He's to the inside of Baumler, heading down here into turn 3. Oh, look at Harville, full send. Almost some bumper business into the back of the 4 as these guys are all still duking it out here off of turn 4. Oh, it's Baumler sideways.
Baumler, he's looking to get up into the rear bumper of the 4 car, but we're side by side with Harville and Saucier now coming off of turn 2 into the back straightaway. A classic drag race ensues now. Going down into turn 3, the 92 getting real close to the door of the 4 car as these guys still side by side battling it out. Coming off of turn 4 across the line and down into turn 1. Advantage to the 92 as they pounce on down to turn 1, and the 4 car struggling on the outside. The 92 looks like he clears the 4 off of turn 2. He does. And now Baumler looking for his opportunity to get around the 4 in turn 3.
Yeah, Baumler now to the inside of Saucier. They're going to be side by side here off of turn 4. It looks like Baumler is going to leak ahead just a little bit here as we head towards turn 1. Oh, Bryce is sideways. He saves it. Unbelievable down here into turn 1, but it looks like Baumler's going to clear him. Here comes Michael Boyles. He wants to get to the inside now. Is Bryce a little defensive down the back? He's going to give the outside to Michael Boyles. He's going to try and work the outside, but here comes Stewart. Stewart's moving up towards the front of the field. He's up in that P7 position. He's got his eyes set on the 05 of Boyles as we got 3rd through through 5th, 7th actually, right here, all under a blanket fighting for these positions. As here comes the 4 and the 88 under the 92 now off of turn 2.
The 88 under the 92 now going down into turn 3. The 92 had a little bit of issue there through turns 1 and 2. It created an opportunity for the 88. As the 88 now comes off of turn 4, almost clears the 92. He does clear him now, coming down the front straightaway down into turn 1. Bright Saucier to the inside of the 92. Now the 92 is going to pounce back on the outside as they come off of turn 2. The 92 is going to retake that position. Corey Harville, Bryce Saucier, Michael Boyles now. The 4 and the 05 side by side off of turn 4 still and across the start-finish line.
Yes, Bryce Saucier's got this inside line, but Michael Boyle's hanging it on that quarter panel down here into turn 1. Look how deep into the corner the 4 drives that car. Holy cow, because he's got a little bit of an advantage here. Michael Boyle's trying to get back to the outside. Oh, a little bit of contact was made there entering turn 3. Bryce Saucier did not want to give that outside position up, as now Michael Boyle's going to settle back in here in the P6 position as Saucier holding that P5 position. But here comes Stewart. He's lurking now. He sees what these boys are doing. Maybe it's his opportunity to pounce on Michael Boyles here off of turn 2.
This is what Tyler Barnett wants to see, as he is now in P2, not looking back for that 05 car through 3 and 4. Now, though, that 91 looking very sporty behind the 05 of Michael Boyles as they come on down into turn 1. We're now single file for pretty much the whole field. The 91 all over the rear bumper. The 05 now through turns 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway. The 05 does get a little bit of a good run down the back straightaway and down into turn 3, but that 91 making up a lot of ground in the braking zone off of turn 4. Now, though, across the line, Michael Boyle still holding on to that P6 position, -3 since the start of this race as they continue to duke it out through turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, Boyles continuing to hold on to this P6 position. Stewart right there lurking in the distance, trying to maybe force Michael Boyles into a little bit of a mistake, as Boyles has kind of gone to the bottom lane now. He was working that outside line. Now he's found some speed down there on the bottom. You see Saucier right rear right up against the wall there, driving off that right rear tire right now like he does, as Peter Stewart closes the gap again here through 1 and 2. But it looks like Michael Boyles is going to continue to leg him down the back straightaway with that momentum, as we still got these guys all in a single file line, still trying to find a little bit more pace than the guys around him. Here off of turn 4 to start lap 124 here at Richmond.
Down into turn 1 now, that 05 is just losing time. Not what he wanted as they come off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway now. That 05 not being able to gain any ground to the car in front of him of Bryce Saucier, but is losing time to the car behind. The car behind just slightly quicker than Michael Boyles. Peter Stewart doing a great job to keep it nice and clean and competitive as they come on down into turn 1. Here's Peter Stewart all over the rear bumper of the 05 now, down the back straightaway and into turn 3. That 91's going to be putting up a fight now with the 05, as now the 8 of Brendan Maddox. He's looking for an opportunity too as they come across the line.
Yeah, I was just noticing that 8 of Maddox has been just reeling them in slowly but surely, kind of getting bigger in the rearview mirror, that 91 of Stewart, as if these guys start battling, maybe the 8 of Maddox can take advantage of it, as they're closing in here to Bryce Saucier as well, who's losing a little bit of a touch there to Harville. But here comes Maddox. He's looking to the inside off of turn 4, not going to be able to get side by side with Peter Stewart, but he has got a rocket ship right now, and he is moving, closing this gap to Peter Stewart as they all go to the outside line. Here comes Maddox looking to the inside off of turn 2, not gonna be able to make it happen. We're still at a single file line here down the back straightaway as these guys are bunching up all within half a car length of each other down here into turn 3.
A cool fact here, that 8 car right now, fastest car on track for the past 4 laps as he come across the line now. We'll see what that looks like. No, he got held up a little bit here, as now we're side by side with Michael Boyles and Saucier coming down the back straightaway and down into turn 3. Let's see what Boyles can do here. Is he going to be able to hold strong on the inside as Bryce Saucier's performance has dropped off a little bit? He shuts the door on him. Off of turn 4, coming across the line and down into turn 1. What a move by Boyles to grab another position. Oh, Bryce Saucier, he gives him the bumper through turns 1 and 2. Off of turn 2 now. We're still side by side. No, we're not. Boyles holds on to P5.
Oh, it's literally like a 3 wide. Oh, man, that's crazy. Look at Peter Stewart to the inside. He's trying to make the move. Here comes Maddox to the outside. This is some great action here. All chasing behind the 4. Oh, Maddox right up to the bumper. Bumper business to Bryce Saucier. Oh, Peter Stewart contact. Maddox grabs a little bit of apron there. We're just going to drag race down the back straightaway. Here comes Peter Stewart. He's trying to make the move on Bryce Saucier. Looks like he might be able to clear him here off of 4. He doesn't. We're still drag racing here across the line.
Coming across the line now, that 91 still to the inside of the 4 car. Coming down into turn 1 now. The 91 still sticking strong to the outside. That 8 car growing impatient now. Off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. A drag race still ensues. Coming down into turn 3. The 91 hugging the inside. The 4 car stuck on the outside. The 91's going to make the pass on the 4. Is the 8 now of Brendan Maddox. Looking to make a pass on the 4. The 4 grabs a little bit of wall there. Gets loose. Almost makes contact with the 8 going down into turn 1. Still side by side now for that P7 position. Off of turn 2, the 4 gets sideways and the 8 takes it.
Yeah, Maddox now moves himself up to that P7 position right past Bryce Saucier. Unbelievable battling as that 4 car still struggling dead sideways every turn, hanging on to that thing in P8 as now Peter Stewart's up to that P6 position. Maddox in the P8, Boyle's in a P5 as these boys are just swapping positions here on lap 133. We're at the 1/3 or 2/3 mark of this race as we're going to come this time by to get 66 laps to go for your race leader. 67, excuse me, as we are still digging, winding this baby down here at Richmond.
As now Mays comes off of turn 2, still leading this race, has led almost every single lap here tonight. So 21 has done a phenomenal job to get himself up front with the performance that he has had. Peter Stewart now, though, he is looking to overtake Boyles. Look at this, coming across the line here. Last time by, Stewart just a little over a tenth quicker than the 05. Boyles looks to be struggling now, coming off of turn 2 and down the back straightaway. This is not good news for Boyles as the 91 looking to take away that position in 3 and 4.
Yeah, as you can see, Peter Stewart closed it within a car length there through 3 and 4. Looks like Boyle's going to get a little bit better of a run off of turn 4. But down here into turn 1, we'll see what they do. Michael Boyles likes that outside. Peter Stewart likes the inside line. He's going to try and close that gap even more. It looks like Boyle's going to use that momentum there off of turn 2. Open that gap up just a little bit there to Peter Stewart. Peter Stewart maybe searching around the track a little bit here. Goes a little wider through 3 and 4 than the 05 of Boyles, as Boyles is going to open that gap up again here down the front straightaway. Lap 137 as we are just continuing on to battle here for this P5 position. Stewart and Boyles here off of turn 2.
Off of turn 2 now, these guys have been putting on some great battles here, some great on-track action, as we have seen tonight. So far, your closest battle on track is right here, as everybody continues going in single file line. Bryce Saucier, though, he's doing a little bit of work behind the wheel here. Let's go on board with him and ride with him for a few laps here. Maybe let's do a little bit of a crank 'em up section. Let's do the full throttle here on the Dega Boys channel. Enjoy! right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming right back to you now. A lot has happened here. Let's get you caught up here as we come out of our full throttle segment. Peter Stewart, what a run he has had so far to get himself into a podium position now. We're looking at just about 31 laps, 30 laps to go here as the leader across the start-finish line. Kevin Baumler falling off a little bit now as Peter Stewart did get around him. Tyler Barnett in P2. Daryl Mays, though. Jay, we kind of talked about this a little off stream. Does Daryl Mays have the fuel to finish this race?
Oh, man. I don't know. If I was a betting man, I'd say no. But I'm not a betting man, so I don't know at this point. I have no idea. If he can make it 120 laps on this tank of fuel, man, holy cow, he deserves better than an Oscar. He deserves to win the lottery. I mean, holy cow, what a strategy he's employed here tonight as he continues to run. Great lap times. They were closing in on him a little bit there, and then he opened it back up a couple tenths. So looks like he's not saving any fuel. He might be good to the end. Maybe he's praying for a caution. I don't know what the 21's thinking. We also had issues there with the 05 of Michael Boyles during that as well, as he had made a pass on Harville, and then he disappeared. So that's so unfortunate for the championship battle, as Michael Boyles is going to lose a ton of points here tonight, having those connection issues. As Daryl Mays continues to lead here, we're going to have 27 laps to go this time at the line.
Yeah, huge implications to the points here tonight with some issues with Michael Boyles. Tyler Barnett sitting pretty now in that P2 position, coming off of turn 2 now. The 13 real sideways there. Going to lose a little bit of time. Peter Stewart looking very, very good here as these guys, this team of Peter Stewart, what a great job he has done throughout the year. The improvement we've seen out of this 91 team has just been phenomenal. And boy, it's just so exciting to see Peter Stewart do what he does now every race weekend. And he's showing it again here tonight at Richmond. What an exciting run so far by the 91.
Yeah, he's looking for back-to-back podiums. It's unbelievable. Last week he had to earn it there with that move that Michael Boyles made. He was able to hang on to that P3 position, but tonight he had it on pure pace, drove all the way through the field, didn't have a good qualifying run, and then here he is at the end of the race here, 25 to go, and he's knocking on the door for maybe even better than a P3. He's looking maybe for a P2, as he is closing this gap to Barnett, a couple tenths taken out of that lead here, or that gap, as he's leveled out with the leader, and Barnett's losing a little bit of time with the leader. So we can have a battle here for P2, ramping up here towards the end of this race. We got 24 to go as they head down the back.
Absolutely. Last time by, Peter Stewart at 22.78, Tyler Barnett at 22.80, 0.02 seconds quicker for Peter Stewart as he comes off of turn 4 across the line. We'll read you the updated lap times there. 22.83 for Barnett, 22.76 for Stewart, 22.91 for the leader. Leader's got a little bit more of a gap between himself and second place, but P2 and P3 are currently faster than P1, and Peter Stewart, the fastest car on track at the moment, which is a huge honor to hold that title as they come on down into turn 1, off at turn 2 now. Peter Stewart doing a great job tonight.
Yeah, Peter Stewart doing a fantastic job. It looks like he's cutting even more of this gap down. As you see, 4.05 getting right down towards under the 4-second mark behind your race leader, as Barnett's 2.6 behind your race leader. It looks like Peter Stewart putting up some heaters here late in this race, 21 to go, as he is still fighting through here turns 1 and 2. You can see that 13 growing in his front windshield, still trying to find that P2 position, improve on his P3 from last week. But this time by the line, we got the Dega Boys, 20 to go here in the Virginia 200.
20 laps to go as we go on board with Peter Stewart. Oh, we got a yellow flag! James Zangy!
Oh, no.
Around on the back straightaway. He wrecks it. Let's go back and look and see what happened to the 10. Oh, real sideways off of turn 2. Grabs the inside wall. And here we go, Jay. This is the moment that is going to cause craziness. Peter Stewart made himself up into P3. Tyler Barnett, P2. Daryl Mays. Maybe an answered prayer? Maybe?
Yeah, that might be a question we might never find the answer to. I don't know if this is an answered prayer or not, but I can't imagine anybody staying out right now. I feel like you have to come put those fresh tires on. We saw what Samsel did, drive from P10 to the lead in about 8 laps. Yeah, and here it is. Everybody coming down pit road. It's going to be a heavy amount of pit stops here. We'll see who can execute the best here with this 4-tire stop. Maybe put some fuel in it to get to the end for security here towards the end of this race.
Yes, absolutely. As you can see now, the 21 coming down pit road, going to hit his pit box. Let's see what he does here. Right sides could be an opportunity for that 21 as we see him. No tires? Oh, he misses pit box! Oh, no! He missed it! He missed his pit box! Look at all these guys now coming. Oh, no! Tyler Barnett winning the race off of pit road. Peter Stewart, Kevin Baumler, Brendan Maddox, Corey Harville, Daryl Mays now coming off of pit road. All the way back in P7. What a disastrous pit stop there for the 21 crew.
That's the money stop that puts you in debt right there. Holy cow, that's not what you need here at the end of this race. He has led just about every single lap. And here he is having issues here towards the end, back down to a P7 position. Oh, man, if he can recover from that, that might be the drive of a century. We'll see what he can do on this restart. But now, Tyler Barnett, your points leader. He's going to take advantage here on this restart with the lead. Peter Stewart now up to a P2 position. Unbelievable turn of events here late in this race here in Richmond.
Absolutely. I mean, this just blows the whole thing wide open here. Peter Stewart was having a fantastic run there, being the fastest car on track. It's going to be interesting to see what he can do with fresh tires versus Barnett. Brendan Maddox back here for a little bit there was the fastest car on track earlier in the run. Maybe Brendan's got something for the lead up here. Kevin Baumler is extremely fast on the short runs here. I mean, it's just so much can happen. Corey Harville, so aggressive, so fast. He could make his way up to the front. Bryce Saucier, if you've been a fan of the channel for a long time, we've seen what Bryce can do late race on these restarts. It's blown wide open.
Arms wide open right here at Richmond. Unbelievable. I mean, Brendan Maddox here in the 8. He, like you said, was one of the faster cars on that that last green flag run. I mean, in his debut, can he find victory lane? We got Peter Stewart, Baumler up here. These guys haven't won all season long. Maybe they can get their first win of the season. Barnett, he's won several races, your points leader. Harville hasn't seen victory lane since Willow Springs. I mean, I feel like this race is wide open, Tom. I feel like anybody can win this at this point as we see the lights out on the pace vehicle now.
Absolutely. Lights out on the pace vehicle. We're going to go green flag racing this time by. They're coming off of turn 2 now. Tyler Barnett going to take control of this field as they go into the restart zone. Tyler Barnett going to be the first time to lead the field to green. Peter Stewart on the front row as well. It's going to be his first time tonight as well. Let's see what the 13, the 91, the 8, the 88, the 4, and the 92 can do here as they get into the restart zone. The 13 just takes off. What an amazing restart by the 13. The 88 getting past the 91. The 92 past the 91 as the 91 now goes way high here. He loses a lot of ground as now Corey Harville way sideways. Oh, he's wrecking in the wall. The 92. Oh, they're wrecking going into turn 3. Look at this. Oh, he saves it. Unbelievable.
Oh my goodness, how are we still green? Oh my goodness, those are wrecks that just weren't having a caution thrown with them. As now you see the 8 of Maddox up to P3, Saucier's in P4, Stewart down to the P5 position. Unbelievable turn of events. Here comes the Mays and the 21 by Moffitt now, giving him all kinds of bumper business. Moffitt drives it extremely deep down here into turn 3. We're gonna have 12 laps to go as Barnett leads the field. Everybody's sorting these positions out behind.
Absolutely. Coming down into turn 1 now. Peter Stewart coming under attack by the 21 and the 33. Let's see what Mays can do here. Oh, he gets real sideways. Oh, he's still sideways. He freaking and saves it. No, he's still trying to save it. Unbelievable. Did you see that? What the 21 just did right there. Unbelievable. What we just saw Daryl Mays do with the desperation as we go back up to the front here. Peter Stewart and Bryce Saucier duking it out for P4.
Unbelievable. These boys are hanging on to these things. I can't believe what I'm witnessing. As Saucier holds that P4 position, Stewart, he's trying to get back to the podium. Just a few positions away to go back-to-back podiums here in the Backmarkers Racing League as we got 10 laps to go this time at the line. As Barnett got a 3/10-second lead over Baumler, but the Baumler's closing this gap a little bit at a time as Barnett grabs some more wall, some more redneck horsepower in that 13 car as we're winding this baby down.
The 88 fastest car on track last time by a huge margin there. He's trying to cut into this lead that Barnett has coming down into turn 1 now. 9 laps to go. He's got to make it happen. He's got 4/10 to make up now coming off of turn 2. A little bit more wall for Tyler Barnett off of turn 2 down into turn 3 now. The 88 now seems to be losing a little bit of time here through 3 and 4 as Baumler now chasing, coming across the line. We're going to look at this lap time. Baumler slower than Barnett by 1/100th of a second here as they now go through turns 1 and 2. We got a little bit of battling happening back here still. Saucier, Maddox, and Stewart now coming down the back straightaway into turn 3.
Yeah, this is unbelievable. Saucier trying to get to the inside of Maddox here through turns 3 and 4 off of turn 4. He's got it down to half a car length now, maybe a car length with the run that the 8 of Maddox gets off of turn 4 down here to turn 1. Look at Bryce Saucier, sends it into turn 1. Peter Stewart maybe get to the inside here off of turn 2. The podium is still up for grabs. We got 4 of these boys battling it out with 7 to go. As here comes Saucier looking to the inside. Maybe a little tight there in 3 and 4. Here comes Stewart to the bumper of the 4 Saucier. We got 6 laps to go here at Richmond.
6 laps to go and more positions to gain as now Peter Stewart looks to the inside of the 4 car going through turns 1 and 2. Stewart looking to make something happen off of turn 2. We got a drag race ensuing coming down the back straightaway. The 91's going to shove it deep here into turn 3. Still side by side for that P4 position as these guys still side by side off of turn 4. The 91 gets loose here. So does Price coming across the line, but the Price holds on to that P4 position as now he's trying to go on the offensive with the 8 car. Off of turn 2 now, the 91 seems to be coming back.
Yeah, look at this battle. Peter Stewart trying to get back to the inside of the 4 of Saucier, but Saucier is just going to hang on to that position through 3 and 4. He's going to carry the momentum here off of turn 4, open up that gap a little bit. The 8 of Maddox is loving what he's seeing in the mirror. He says, battle it out, boys. I'm going to take the podium here tonight. Through turns 1 and 2, Peter Stewart giving a little bumper business to the 4 of Saucier. Maybe who gets the run here down into turn 3.
And now down into turn 3, Saucier holding on to it as he comes off of 4. The 91 all over the rear bumper. 3 laps to go here at Richmond as they come down into turn 1. The 91 looking to the inside, not going to be able to make anything happen there as the 4 car of Bryce Saucier still holding on to that P4 position. He knows he's got to go on the offensive to get on that podium, but here comes the 91. The 4 blocks, they turn, they wreck, here they go, the yellow flag is out. We're going to go at it again, boys.
Oh man, the action is absolutely insane. How did Saucier save that thing? He was dead sideways. Holy cow, we're going to get some overdrive racing here tonight, boys, in the Backmarker Racing League here at Richmond. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Overdrive finishes here on the Dega Boys Network, right streamed to YouTube. We're going to be watching an overdrive finish here with the Backmarkers Racing crew. Real quick, though, let's go back and look at that yellow flag and see truly what happened here between these two guys. As you can see, 91 and the 4 car getting together at the entrance of turn 3 to 33, making a great save there as they go down into turn 3. Let's go ahead and rewind this just a little bit, Jay. I think it would be a crime not to go on board with the 33 as they really go ahead and try Rickon going into turn 3. Bryce put it on the block, not being able to make it happen. Look at that. Wow, the 19 almost slapped him too, Moffitt. What an incredible job there, really. Hey,
Big Willie, take notes.
yeah. Well, I was about to say slap a 15 on it, but yeah.
No 15 needed on this one, baby. Let's go. Unbelievable. We're going to get another restart. I can't believe this. This is unbelievable. We're going to have Baumler now on the outside. Look at Maddox. Held on to that P3 position. He's going to restart behind Barnett this time. Holy cow. And we're going to have Saucier and Peter Stewart just got involved in a wreck, and they're still running there in P4 and 5. It's like, you can't even picture this. You can't even script it better than this. This is amazing.
Absolutely. A lot happening on track here. Brendan Maddox with his debut here tonight. He is going to try and finish it on the podium. He's got a hard-charging 91 and a hard-charging 4-car behind him. I think he can do it, Jay. I think he can. He has been extremely strong tonight. And to see that 8-car battling for a podium does not surprise me. Does not surprise me one bit.
Yeah, I think the elbows are out now. The gloves are off. I think we're ready to battle this out. What are you willing to do for a win here in the Backmarkers Racing League? We've seen aggressive restarts all night long. If you can put yourself in that right position, maybe use a little bit of that bumper business, move the guy up the track a little bit. I mean, you got to do what you got to do here in the overdrive finish and find that victory lane. And we've got several guys up here at the front of the field. Look at this. Baumler, Maddox, Stewart, Saucier, Moffitt, Nissen, all of them, if you're P2 through 7, none of those guys have got a victory this season. And here they are with an opportunity. What are they willing to do?
Yes, absolutely. Well, we're going to find out. That's for sure. That's one thing I can guarantee for the viewers watching this right now. We are on our 8th caution here at Richmond tonight, race 11 of 13 in the championship battle. The lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go green flag racing, ladies and gentle cars. We're going to find out who is going to win this 203 lapper now here at Richmond tonight for round 11. Man, Jay, any last thoughts before we go green flag?
Oh, man, the best iRacers in the business here. The Backmarkers fixed setup racing league. Unbelievable racing we've seen all night long, and we're going to have one of these overdrive finishes to settle it. Who gets the victory here tonight in the Richmond 200?
All right, coming down into turn 3 now. We're going to watch this pace car come off the racing surface, control to the 13. Remember the games he played last time. Are they ready? Into the restart zone they go. The green flag's out in the air, and they get caught sleeping. Kevin Baumler now, he is going to hold on to that P2, the 8 car. He's going to hold on to P3, coming down into turn 1. Bryce Saucier, he sends it in. Look at that. He's going to gain a position on Peter Stewart now. Coming off of turn 2, down the back straightaway, 8 to the wall. Down into turn 3 now. That he holds on to P3. Bryce Saucier on the hunt.
Here it is. The white flag is in the air one more time around here at Richmond as your leader is Barnett in the 13. Your points leader put on an absolute drive here tonight. Looked like it was getting away from him there at one point in this race. He takes advantage of a bad pit stop by the guy who controlled the race, Mays, into turn 3 for the final time. Baumler sends it to the wall. He's wall riding. It isn't going to be enough. As Tyler Barnett will win here at Richmond.
P2 goes to Kevin Brendan Maddox. A P3 for tonight. What an incredible run for himself. As we see all these guys coming down the back straightaway. Oh, man. What a great race by these guys. Brendan Maddox, a great debut for himself. Now, what a great run by Tyler Barnett. Jay, I think he's pretty much got it wrapped here in the Backmarkers League.
Yeah, I think the championship is sealed here tonight with this victory. I love the wall ride there by Baumler. I mean, the thought process was there, but the execution was a little off right there. But still, you love the effort. You love the drive. He was willing to go and do everything he could to win this race. Just didn't work out for him at the end. But look at this. Maddox in his debut with the Backmarkers is on the podium here tonight. Unbelievable. How many times have we seen the 1388 1-2 this season? It's been
a lot.
More times than I can count.
A lot. All right, well, look, our P3 finisher is currently not in the chat. We are going to wait for him just a little bit here, but we're going to go ahead. Actually, here he is. Let's go ahead and bring him down. Brendan, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
I got a copy. You got a copy?
Oh, baby, do I got a copy. Look, what a fantastic run you had here tonight. man, look, we noticed how quick you were in that 8 car earlier in the race. We knew that under some circumstances, that 8 car could absolutely get to the front. But man, the sequence of events that led up to it, talk about it, and just maybe inform us a little bit on how your race went and getting that 8 car to the front.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't realize that we only had 2 sets of tires to start the race, so I started the race and said, I think I've got to really conserve here. So the first set of tires took it all the way to about a lap 100, I think, and I think a lot of people other people did as well, and just from there, man, just trying to manage. I was really hoping. I said, about lap 75, I said, man, a caution would be great right about now, and then it happened, and then that restart happened, and I think it was the 91 up top. He didn't get going, so we all had a little kerfuffle there. And man, I didn't think that I was going to be able to hold third place if it didn't go green. So I'm a little shocked of that. I'll say if it continued green without that caution, the green-white checkered, I wasn't sure that I was going to be able to hold third. But once the green-white checker came out, I knew the tires would cool off and full bore ahead. Let's see what we can do here.
Yeah, well, I mean, an amazing run you had here tonight. Look, Brendan, this is your first race with the Backmarkers crew, correct?
This is my first race.
And you put it on a podium. You get yourself up here in the booth. Podium. Amazing. An amazing run that you had here tonight. And I like your vocabulary. I just go on a little bit of a side deal here. Kerfuffle. It's actual word. Did you know that?
I did know that.
Yeah. I love it. I love it. I love expanding my vocabulary too. So whenever we get a kerfuffle or a thingamajigger or something like that, I don't know.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I appreciate it. So, but with that being said, Brendan, congratulations on your P3 tonight. I'm actually going to hand you off here to Jay. Jay might have a couple questions for you. Jay, why don't you take it away?
Yes, Brendan, fantastic race you had here tonight. I was learned a good, so everything you just said went right over my head. So, nonetheless, in your debut, you finished P3. Congratulations. I love the paint scheme. Who do you have to thank for this amazing performance that you had here tonight?
So I had a teammate here, Jared Hughes. He was here, and I'm going to make a call out to another league that I run, Race Control. He was in my Discord as well. And us three together, them two kind of coaching all of us along to save tires and stuff. If it wasn't for that, I think I'd have seen people driving away, especially at the beginning of the race, and I wouldn't have conserved. So I really got to give him a shout out. Got to give Rev out there a shout out, and Jared as well. Even though he had an incident, he was on the same strategy I was. So I think had he not had an incident, he probably would have finished third, not have finished fourth. But yeah, you mentioned this game. This is actually a tribute to my brother who's graduating flight school here in next month. So that's why I'm running it. Dope.
That's cool. That's really cool. Well, look, congratulations on your P3 run tonight. Once again, well, I already said that, but congratulations on your P3. Congratulations to your brother as well. Look, Brendan, thank you for coming out here racing on track tonight at Richmond with the Backmarkers crew, giving us some great on-track content. We truly appreciate it. And Brendan, we sincerely hope to see you in the next one.
I hope I'll be here.
All right. That is your P3 finisher for tonight. Let's go ahead and bring down your P2 finisher, Kevin Baumler. Kevin, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
What's up, boys?
Kevin, what a great run you had tonight. Once again, coming home in that P2 position, but on the podium, a great points run for you tonight as well. Talk a little bit about the race because, look, we saw a lot of cars, a lot of sideways coming off the corners, on the entry of corners, but you were smooth and consistent. Did you ever feel an oversteer situation in that 88?
Not really. Part of that's probably because I ran this setup for the officials when they were at Richmond and kind of tweaked it for our league race tonight. So I had a good idea of what the setup was capable of and was able to keep it smooth and was trying to just stay calm all race and pace myself.
Awesome. Well, there was a lot of happenings going on at the end of that race. The final pit stop, let's talk about that for a second. The 21 had issues there on his pit stop. You come out, I think P2 there, and what's going through your head there? I mean, do you think you could take it to the 13? Do you think you could go out there and steal this win? Tell us a little bit about what was going through your head.
Earlier in the race, I think I could have gotten Tyler. I gave him too many tips on how to drive the setup throughout the race. So I knew I was going to be climbing up a hill there on that last restart, and Tyler's really good at restarts. And that's mainly why I kind of tried to chastain it into 3 and 4 there on the last lap, just hoping that something would work there, and it didn't work out. I think that's like the 4th time that I finished second to Tyler this season, but
Yeah.
he's a good dude, and I have a lot of respect for him, and don't want to race him dirty or anything like that. So congratulations to him. But yeah, I had a feeling that I was kind of dead in the water there once he got the lead.
Yeah, that's the last thing I wanted to talk about is your last-ditch effort there through 3 and 4, hoping for maybe a little bit of a mishap by the 13. Didn't really work out, but it doesn't... look, you log another podium finish, you log another P2, another top 5 for that 88 car. It's got to feel good, but congratulations on that P2 run tonight. I'm going to hand you off to Jay here. Jay, what do you got for Kevin here with his great P2 performance here at Richmond?
Yes, Kevin, you're a fantastic race all night long. You were up in the top 5 all night long. It was unbelievable watching you all night long. Your trademark is searching lines, trying to find pace. You showed that again here tonight. Come up 1 spot short, but I believe your time is coming. I believe you're going to get a victory before the end of the season. Who do you have to thank for this amazing performance that you had here tonight?
Yeah, obviously, all the admin crew, Tyler, Jackson, Corey. Got to give a shout out to my boy Jackson. I feel bad for him. He drove up and got the lead there and had a little mishap. But then, obviously, both you broadcasters, you guys do an amazing job. I enjoy going back on Fridays and rewatching the broadcasts. It's some of the most entertaining broadcasts that I've watched on iRacing. And then everybody over at Speed Ranch, Tanner Tomasi, the owner, and then the 2 that mainly helped me out is Vasante Salas and Caden Honeycutt. They're both in the Coke Series, and Caden is making his second Xfinity start this Saturday at Dover. So everybody tune in and watch that. We'll be cheering him on.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for those kind words. We truly, truly appreciate that. We sincerely are ecstatic that you love watching the broadcast. Thank you so much for doing that. Thank you for giving us all this great on-track action, on-track drama. And Kevin, once again, congratulations on your P2 tonight, and we sincerely hope to see you in the next one.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
You too. All right, that was your P2 runner for tonight. Now, let's bring down your winner, Tyler Barnett, and that number 13. Tyler, this is Thomas and Jay in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Tyler.
Mouse.
What a great run you had tonight. Look, the race was pretty much dominated by the 21. We go into a late race caution. A little bit of a mishap by the 21. How are you feeling about that when you come out of pit road and you win the race off of pit road?
I haven't been so excited for a win I didn't deserve in a hot minute. This is awesome. I love this track, and I knew I was not the best car tonight, so I knew I had to have a mistake from Daryl, and a mistake from Daryl is what I got. And I was so hyped when I got the lead. Like, I saw him in his first pit stall, and I passed him on the exit, and I almost looked back in real life, and I was like, wait a minute, did I just get him? Did we just get him? And I was like freaking out, and then I saw Kevin behind me, and I was like, sick. Then I saw Corey, and then I was like, no way, homie sped or something. Like, he slid through his box, and I was so nervous. Like, my heart rate got up there. I was shaking like a madman, especially those last 20 laps. And then I was already planning my interview within the last like 5 laps, right before we took that white flag, not on the green white checkered, and I was like, I can't wait to say I did something good on a short run for once, because that's my biggest thing is being slow on a short run, and Kevin always beats me on the short run. Here I am, and now it's like, oh no, I've seen this too many times.
Gotcha.
Oh no.
Gotcha.
And then yeah, and I was like, there's no way that just happened. And then we lined up, and I was able to get a good start on Cavan, and I just drove as hard as I could. I'm sweating right now. There's probably a puddle below me. I probably raised the temperature of my room like 20 degrees just personally. That was awesome, man. And I love this track, and I love winning at this track. It's where I got one of my first like big league wins. It's always had a special place in my heart, and it is awesome. It is freaking awesome, and I'm so excited.
Yes, absolutely. Look, a monumental charge you needed to get around that 21. You got a little bit of luck there, a stroke of luck at the end of the race, but it didn't matter. You were still able to hold back the cars behind you and drive away. Almost 7/10 of a second gap between yourself and second place when it came to crossing the start-finish line. Nonetheless, though, a lot of speed out of that 13 car tonight. A huge congratulations on that win. We pretty much got the title wrapped up now, don't we?
Yeah, I just did the math, and it's 35 points. So, depending on the turnouts the next couple weeks, it could be pretty good. As long as he doesn't gain 17.5 points on me every single race from here on out, then I'll be good. I mean, as long as I basically show up to the next race, I have the confidence at Bristol that I'll at least finish hopefully top 5, maybe top 10, and from there, it'll just be coasting into the final race. I hate that it happened to Michael. I honestly do. I saw him disappear, and I was like, uh-oh, did he get wrecked? Like, did he spin out? Did he make a mistake? And Corey said, no, he just blinked out, and he's gone. And then I saw Michael disconnected on top, and I was like, oh, dude, that sucks. Like, that actually made me feel really bad. I didn't want to win a championship like that, but it definitely helps out, and I mean, I'm going to take it because we've both had our issues, especially with each other and on our own also. So it's no less than like an engine blowing up, and I told him that, but I feel genuinely really bad for him because he's extremely fast, obviously, and I don't know how he's going to be next season because he may have to miss quite a few races, but he definitely deserves a championship just as much as I do this season.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, look, congratulations on your win here tonight at Richmond. Tyler Barnett putting one in the books for a historical season here with the Backmarkers Racing guys. Congratulations. Jay, you got anything for Tyler Barnett to round out this interview here with his win at Richmond?
Yes, Tyler. Again, another fantastic race. Find yourself back in victory lane, looking good on the points deal. I mean, there's not much more you could say on this season. You've just been so good, so fast, just about everywhere we go, and you did it once again here at Richmond. Who do you have to thank for this amazing performance?
I just want to thank the Lord first and foremost, and then I want to thank my fiance too, just because, you know, she puts up with all this. She cheers me on. She even texted me after this, and she's like, "Did you win yet?" And I was like, "I did it." I want to thank her, and then her companies on the car, AM Designs, and I want to thank Backmarkers Racing League as well, just because we couldn't do it without any of these guys. The main sponsor of the race was Kevin Baumler's setup, so CJB Setups, and he made a great setup. I mean, this setup, I think he was telling me, was blowing past some like 5K, 6K guys on the officials, because he does a lot of the open stuff, and he's very good at it. Very, obviously, you saw his speed. He's very fast with his setups, and he knows what he's doing. So you get a good driver like him with a good setup, he's going to be hard to beat. And I mean, he finished 1-2, obviously, or we finished 1-2 with Evil Empire Racing. Sorry, I'm super spun out right now. I'm just super excited. But lastly, I just want to thank you guys too, because you guys are freaking awesome. You guys knock it out of the park every single time, and I just can't say enough good things about you, especially like the highlights that you put on the channel for no cost. Like, we don't ask for that stuff, but you guys did it, and it just shows like how great you guys are. It's definitely been a great bonding experience for this first season, and I can't wait to have you back, and hopefully for more leagues in the future, depending on which route we go.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for the kind words. We truly appreciate that. A huge shout out to Jay here. Jay's the man when it comes to those race replays. So.
Jay, you're a beast.
He's the man. He is the absolute G of the Dega Boys channel for sure.
Hey, don't take too much credit away from yourself too, dude. You're awesome. You guys are both awesome.
Well, look, the words are awesome. We truly appreciate it, Tyler. We love doing this for you. You guys have a great crew here, a great league. We love coming out here and broadcasting races. Highlight of our week for sure. So, Tyler, once again, congratulations on your win tonight here at Richmond. And boy, look, we know we will. We're gonna say it anyways, Tyler. We hope to see you in the next one.
Yes, sir. Also, real quick before I go, I want to give a quick shout out to Jackson too, because he's a young kid, and we started this like 2 years ago. He was, I want to say, 14 when we first like got our league together, or well, not this league, but we met in a different league. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna take this kid under my wing because he's kind of cool, and we just started driving together, and we obviously created this, and it's been great. So I just want to say thank you to him, just showing like even though he's young, he's awesome. He's a good kid, and he's come a long way too in the racecraft, and he had some bad things go his way, but I know he wants an interview at some point, so hopefully in the last couple of races he can get himself one.
Absolutely. We are waiting for it, baby. Love to have the 57 up here. But yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to Jackson as well. Actually had an awesome race tonight. A great race.
Yeah, he did. He was pretty quick.
Absolutely. Well, once again, congratulations, Tyler, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for all this. You guys are awesome.
Absolutely. Our pleasure. All right, Jay. Man, what a race we had here tonight. Awesome race. A banger of a race here at Richmond with the Backmarkers Racing Crew. And Tyler Barnett coming out on top. Once again.
Yeah, I mean, what an amazing race. Short track race and Backmarkers Racing League. It was just a great combination here tonight. We saw different stuff play out throughout the night. We had some early cautions, kind of changed the strategy. Daryl Mays, shout out to him. He had a fantastic race. Led, I would say, just about 90% of the laps here tonight. Unfortunate final pit stop put him behind the 8 ball there. Was not able to recover. But guess who was sitting right there in the wings, put himself in position all day long? It was Tyler Barnett. Goes back to victory lane once again. How many times have we seen Kevin Baumler, Tyler Barnett battling for a win here at the end of the season? It's just been crazy. These guys are just put on a well of a show. Maddox, in his debut, finds a podium. An amazing performance there by him tonight. And then Jackson Samsel, full send Samsel, man. What a run he had. I think he went from 10th to the lead in like 8 laps. Put on an absolute show there on that second stint. I mean, hands down to him. I think if we'd have got one more caution there at the end, we'd have seen him back on the lead lap. And who knows what could happen from there. So a fantastic race. Yet again, another banger here in the Backmarkers Racing League. Only 2 races left in this season. It looks like the championship may just be about wrapped up there for Tyler Barnett, but we still got 2 more opportunities at Bristol and Nashville to see who else can find victory lane here this season.
Absolutely. Well, Jay, let's wind down this broadcast a little bit here. Look, guys, if you want to be a part of the membership of the Dega Boys channel, it comes with some great perks. Go ahead and check out our channel. Hit the join button. Pick a tier that works best for you. And you'll get some great opportunities with it. You come on a broadcast, come on a podcast, maybe talk a little bit about racing with Jay and I, maybe call a race or two if you feel ever so inclined to do so. If you want to have another way to support the Dega Boys, you can go to our merch channel or merch shop and go and get yourself some Dega Boys swag like this right here, the Big Daddy NASCAR hat, or any of the other cool stuff we got there. We got Big Daddy IMSA. We've got some awesome sweatshirts, awesome t-shirts, and lots to go with it. All the monies I receive through that go right back into the channel to create more and better product for you guys, like what we did with the Dega games. Actually, video just dropped about that. Because of our great supporters, we have been able to do fun stuff like that to give you guys more content, do collaborations, and have fun. Have fun. And I hope those videos are fun for you guys as well. We had a blast. We had a blast filming it. More than anything. So, we sincerely thank everybody who's been a part of that. So, huge shout out to those guys. Jay, why don't you take it away here just for a quick second? Let's talk a little bit about the podcast side, watch party, etc., etc.
Yes. One more thing to add to the Dega games, though, is we're going to have another video from our day 2 of the Dega games. I'm going to try and have that out here in the next couple days. Got a lot of editing to do, sifting through a lot of footage. That leads me to the next thing. Follow us on our Patreon. I'm telling you, there is a ton of footage that we cannot put on YouTube. But for a really low price, and it helps out the boys here at the Dega Boys channel so we can make more of this great content, go check out our Patreon. You guys definitely don't want to miss out on any of that content.
Yeah,
I'll sift through it.
We're both caught in 4K in that.
Yeah, we were definitely caught in 4K for sure. So if you want to see a different side of us, and we're having a little bit of fun at Talladega, definitely go subscribe to our Patreon. You don't want to miss it. But then, yes, on Sunday, actually, our watch party for the month of April was voted upon probably at the beginning of the month, I think, if I remember right. But it was the Dover Cup Series race. So this Sunday, we'll be right here live on this channel doing another watch party, doing a little bit of hanging out, maybe have a brewski or two, watching the race, interacting with you guys in the chat. It'll be just like you guys are watching the race on the couch right next to us, and you'll get our live reactions. It'll be a great time, so come tune in and hang out with us on that watch party. And then on Tuesday, we're back again for the Full Send MS podcast, episode 68. We're going to be talking about the NASCAR races this weekend at Dover, as well as IndyCar at Barber for the Alabama Grand Prix. So we'll be talking about that and then previewing a whole slate of races for next weekend. We've got the month of May. It's the month of May, boys. It is Motorsports Month. They need to recoin it Motorsports Month. We got the 6 Hours of Spa, the Indy 500, the Monaco Grand Prix, the World 600. I mean, the whole month of May is just packed. We got Darlington in there, the All-Star race. I mean, every week of the entire month of May is just motorsports, and I can't wait to cover it with you guys on this channel. Every little bit of it, from all the BDN, BDI drama to all the great finishes and races to come. I mean, May is the month. I love month of May. Always have. It is the greatest month on planet Earth. So we got so much great action to come to you in the month of May. So stay tuned to the channel. Lots of stuff coming your way.
Yes, absolutely. Lots of fun stuff coming. Look, to add on to the Patreon deal, make sure you guys follow all of our other socials, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Discord, X. Make sure you guys follow there as well. We put some cool stuff out as well. Lots of fun stuff, lots of cool stuff, lots of stuff to keep you entertained in maybe a boring work environment, school environment. I don't know. Turn us on. Tell your friends. We have fun over here. We have good times. So, with that being said, though, this has been another great broadcast on the Dega Boys Network here. 200 laps plus in the book here with the Backmarkers Racing League here at Richmond. Winner tonight, Tyler Barnett. Congratulations once again. This has been Thomas and Jay in the booth. Thank you to everybody who came out here, commented, and subscribed. We truly appreciate it. And we'll see y'all in the next one.